What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL Grant Stimulus Update. Final thoughts. It's runoff day here in Georgia, January the 5th, 2021. I ask that you please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Share this video along with the title all over social media, and if you'd like to be one of 20 people that have a chance to win $500 in cash, whether I get my $10,000 EIDL grant or not, I ask that you please make sure to subscribe right now and hit the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's been 10 long group. By the way, Captain America reporting for duty. We're getting you this money, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting you this money. I'm so convinced 90 to 95% of you are not going to have a problem. Most of you, none at all, in getting the balance of the $10,000 you were promised 10 months ago, because it's been up and down and in and out. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Right? Every day we wake up, same shit. Oh, he's telling us 10 grand again. Oh, here's the con man just jerking change to get 51,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Folks, if you can't, in case you haven't noticed, this has become an obsession of mine. Probably an unhealthy one. I haven't slept a full 8 hours in 10 months. I've taken him on a mission I believe was delivered from God. That's to get you 10 grand or the balance thereof, remove those damn caps, put it back $2 million where they belong, and I want the whole loan forgiven, just like Big Ben Cardin, a Democrat out of Maryland, who's the second in command of the Senate Committee for Small Business. And I won't rest until every single one of those. In fact, I also want to add a fourth one. Until they give you another 6 months of working capital in the next 2 months under the new administration, i.e. a loan double the size of what you already received, I won't be able to sleep. A typical night for me is I go to bed around 1 and I sit there half asleep till 4 o'clock in the morning. I just can't. I try to tell myself to relax. I take supplements. I run around the block 900 times. It doesn't work. This is an obsession. But it's finally coming to a head. There is no dispute. There's $40 billion of EIDL grant money. $20 billion goes into the low income. $20 billion goes into the middle and high income. I want to thank the lawyer, and I'm not talking about VITALY, who is pinned in the top comment. Please watch his video. But I spoke to somebody else this morning, somebody who's done work with the SBA in the past, and he or she, doesn't want me to mention the name, pointed out not one but two things that I and perhaps VITALY missed. So you don't need to do another video, VITALY, but jump in the comments and tell me what you think of what I'm about to tell our friends and family. I want you to think about this grant, which we're going to get the rules on very soon, in terms of 3 buckets. There's the low income, there's the middle income, and there's the high income. Pinned in the top comment is a copy of the bill. Pages 2187 to 2208 is the EIDL section. I'm going to talk about section 331, which is the low income grant, and section 332, which is the middle to high income grant. Again, think of it about 3 buckets. What this lawyer pointed out to me that I missed, they said, have you noticed in section 331, that's low income, there's no mention of credit score. Unlike 332, which is similar to the original CARES Act, where it does talk about credit score or whether or not you already got a loan from the SBA. So this is not a guarantee, but I'm putting myself on record with the help of this lawyer, VITALY, and everybody else I've talked to over the last 10 months. It is my hardcore opinion. If you're already in the queue or you're new, I had some confusion. You can blame me if you want. I thought the low income grant was going to be for only new folks. Wrong. If you're already in the queue, or you're new to the site after the law was passed on December the 22nd, about 40% of you are going to be low income. Your state's median income, the city or town you live, if it's 80% or less, you're low income, about 40% of you. It's my opinion, and I'm not alone, that credit score, because it's not mentioned, will matter little if at all. And it kind of makes sense, right? A lot of folks that are really struggling in low income communities have lower credit scores. Why crucify them? As long as they can prove they've got 300 employees or less And I think that's going to be a check of the box. And you can show an economic loss of 30% or more with your bank statements. It's going to be a sign and drive. So I'm asking the SBA, with the help of this particular lawyer who has some experience, I hope like hell an email that is in the law that is supposed to be alerting you in the next few days, it tells everyone, are they in low, middle, or high? If you're in low income, congratulations. As a result of the passing of this stimulus, you are entitled to $10,000 or the balance thereof. Our records indicate through code XYZ of the IRS that you fall within the low income community. Therefore, go this way, check a box that you have 300 employees or less, and show us with your bank statements, if necessary, how you lost 30% or more of your revenue relative to 2019 or the first 2 months of this year. That is 40% of you. So if you're in low income, I strongly believe, please SBA, make it easy. They're going to alert you in the email that you are. And there's going to be an embedded link. They're not just going to tell everybody, go over to SBA.gov and figure it out. No, you're in low income, click here, go that way. The other 60% of you, which is section 332, I hope they say, and this lawyer thinks it's very possible, that you're middle to high income, go this way. Listen to me very carefully. It does talk about credit score, just like the original CARES Act in section 332. So what I think, and I'm not alone, is they're going to treat that aspect of the law the same. Meaning, if you already got a loan and you're in middle to high income, and that's a hell of a lot of you, $10,000 or the balance thereof is on the way. You've already passed the test, you're credit worthy, the SBA's already loaned you money. If you've never applied and you're in middle to high income, bucket number 2, as long as you have a 570 score, and they may change that, more on that in a second, you're not going to believe what the SBA's done with respect to reconsideration and credit score. So they may lower it, or, stay tuned, I'm almost there, they may say if you can prove why your credit score fell below 570, you are entitled to $10,000 or the balance thereof. Ladies and gentlemen, listen 500 times if necessary to what I just told you. If you're among the 40% low income, 300 employees, 30% economic loss, sign and drive, the money's on the way. If you're full of shit, you're not going to have a chance. They've got the anti-fraud agency all over this. That's your fault, not mine. If you're the other 60% that's middle to high, and again, SBA, please tell us what bucket we're in. Make it real easy. Tell us to go this way or that way. Don't send us to the same portal and make us try and figure it out on our own. But if you're in that 60% and you already got a loan, this is very important. If you already got a loan, it's going to be an easy process according to me and this other lawyer. VITALY would certainly agree, I think. You've already demonstrated you're credit worthy. They've already loaned you up to $150,000. That grant is a cash advance against the loan. The way the law is written, and more on that one line in a second, $10,000, as long as the applicant requests it, shall be paid within 21 days. If you're new to the SBA.gov game, you are going to get $10,000 as a cash advance, aka grant, if you're credit worthy. It may be 570, they may adjust it. And as I just said a minute ago, in case you just crawled out from under a rock, within the last week, and I need the 2 ladies that won reconsideration with a 510 credit score to put that email from the SBA. Again, I can't find the damn thing. Please put it in the comments. White out the loan officer. I don't want to share her name. White out the loan officer. Ladies and gentlemen, within the last week, the SBA is no longer requiring that you have a 570 score to get a loan and or win on reconsideration. There's 2 new lines, and I'm going to translate it in easy to understand language. The line says, while you fall below our minimum threshold of 570, if you can show us why your credit score dropped as a result of the pandemic, we may reconsider your application. Did you just hear what I just said? And imagine if they carry that over to the $10,000 grant we're about to get in the next 48 hours. In other words, if you were at 704, which is the average, or even above 570, and then you went into lockdown, you lost a chunk of your business, 30% or more, and you got behind on your credit cards, your car payments, as of right now, you can win like these two ladies just won 25 to 30 grand with a 510 credit score. That is a new development. That is as a result of end of last year, beginning of this. So ladies and gentlemen, the game has just changed in a very big way. If you have a 570 or better, you're getting a loan and or the balance of the $10,000 grant, regardless of if you're in low income, middle, or high. If you were up here and you're down here and you can simply explain, as these two ladies did, why you got locked down and got behind, you can win on a loan reconsideration and probably with respect to the $10,000 grant that's going to launch in the next few days, which leads me to my final point. Who are the 5% that might be screwed? And this lawyer helped me understand this. And this is going back to what VITALY said. In section 332, they pull out that one line or paragraph, the whole shall pay may pay up to $10,000 within 72 hours. That's stricken or striked. And they replace it with the administrator shall pay upon request the balance of dollars owed, etc. In other words, they're not automatically going to send out this money, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to ask us to request it, i.e. fill out a form, check a box. Are you going to request $1,000 per employee? No. So VITALY is right, according to this lawyer. The way the law is written, there's little to no wiggle room for the SBA to change it or use discretion. Otherwise, he said lawsuits are going to fly. He gave me 3 or 4 examples: a discrimination of low income versus middle and high, something about violation of congressional intent. He said she's going to be drowning in lawsuits if she does this again because of that one line. It doesn't talk about 10 grand in section 332. It does in 331 related to low income. But it says the administrator shall pay upon request to the applicant or recipient, I think it says, within 21 days the amount requested. That's a fancy way of saying whatever you request, i.e. 10 grand, she has 21 days to pay it or tell you why she can't. So, in conclusion, to summarize it all up, this is it. We're on the quarter-inch yard line for those that have been following my football analogy over the last several months. Low income, 40% of you are going to sail right through if you got less than 300 employees, and you can simply show through your bank statements a 30% economic loss. Whether you're in the queue or new to the system, you're going to sail right through. The 60% that are in middle to high, if you already got a loan, you're going to sail right through. You've already passed the test. If you got a 570 score or higher, you're going to sail right through. You pass the test. According to recent developments that I just said with respect to reconsideration and credit score, it's along with the lawyer's opinion, not a guarantee, that they're likely to carry that forward in that if you had above a 570 and you can explain why it dropped below the threshold, 3 or 4 sentences, you may be eligible to get the full $10,000 on a new loan or a cash advance or the balance thereof. It's just those people that have been flat on their back for many, many years perhaps, that have shown that they're not able to become credit worthy, that may have already been rejected in reconsideration for a loan. They might be shit out of luck, and I'm sorry about that. But 90 to 95% of you, from very, very good authority, as long as they tell us to go in the right direction, it's finally here. $10,000 or the balance thereof. Until next time, always remember that I love each and every one of you, and thanks for watching.